Hello, I'm Ken Fobb. This is NewsNet, Baton Rouge. So grab yourself a tea or coffee as I go over with you headlines and news from our local area and region. The body of a well-liked and loved Port Allen woman, 76-year-old Joanne Moore, was recently found in a shallow grave in the city of Port Allen. On Sunday, sheriff deputies from West Baton Rouge Parish arrested her son, 44-year-old Louis Moore, on one count of second-degree murder after recovering Ms. Moore's body just after 11 p.m. on Saturday night, near the trailer that she and her son shared together. She is described by neighbors as a person who was truly dedicated to the close relationship she had with her son Louis, whom she looked after. And neighbors say they were shocked to learn that Louis Moore is allegedly responsible for her death by homicide. Ms. Moore had been missing since Wednesday of last week. Based upon the investigation so far, authorities are certain that Louis Moore is responsible for the death of his own mother, whom he lived with. In Baton Rouge, at least 12 cars were recently targeted by burglars in the Shenandoah subdivision. An East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff deputy was one of those whose vehicle was burglarized by thieves. According to the sheriff's spokesperson, Casey Hicks, that deputy's vehicle was properly locked, but was still broken into. However, all of the property inside of the vehicle was secured according to sheriff's policy. And Mr. and Mrs. Brumfield say they have lived in their Shenandoah home for the past 34 years without incident. But on Friday, Mr. Brumfield came face to face with these thieves, whose images were captured on surveillance cameras. The Brumfields called for deputies, and after the deputies processed the crime scene at their home, those deputies immediately had 6 more burglaries left to investigate in Shenandoah. Casey Hicks says electronics, tablets, loose change, and prescription medication were taken by the thieves during this string of car burglaries. A video of 2 men captured trying to get into a vehicle has been posted by the sheriff's office for all to see. So anyone with information as to their identities are asked to immediately contact the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office. In some good news for the East Baton Rouge Parish jury selection system, officials are now saying the jury selection glitch that has put a number of criminal trials on hold has been finally resolved. According to the district attorney's office, the error has been fixed as of Monday morning. You should recall, the problem was discovered when the attorneys for an accused cop killer from Shreveport objected to the fact that the parish has for the past 10 years excluded people of certain age groups from being placed in the jury pools. District Attorney Hiller Moore says this jury system error has created a huge issue, especially with the court previously announcing that jury trials are on hold until at least June of this year. At the legislature, the House Transportation Committee has approved a bill that will ban drivers from holding their cell phones while behind the wheel. This bill, if passed in its present form, will expand on an existing law which prohibits texting and driving, which some law enforcement officers say is not enforceable because it's too difficult to tell whether drivers are illegally texting while driving and holding their phones. Supporters of this bill say it is a very much needed safety measure in order to protect innocent lives. A similar law has been adopted by legislatures in 18 other states. This bill has been sent to the House floor now for debate. In Gonzales, police are asking for the public's help to identify 2 suspects seen on camera trying to steal an entire ATM from a local gas station. The incident happened around 3 a.m. on Monday morning at the Oak Terrace Mobile located on South Burnside in Gonzales. Surveillance camera footage shows 2 suspects in a white GMC Sierra first attempt to break the store window with a large rock. Unable to gain entry that way, the suspects are next seen ramming a GMC truck into the store. Once inside, police say the suspects repeatedly tried to remove the entire ATM from the store, but were not successful. They eventually fled from the scene empty-handed. So anyone with information on this vehicle or these suspects should call 225-647-7511. These have been headlines and news from our local area and region. I'm yours truly, Ken Fobb. I'll see you next time right here on NewsNet, Baton Rouge.